CES 2024 may not have officially started yet, but the news is already in full swing. The show's official dates are January 9th to 12th, with the 8th usually being a day of press conferences ahead of the convention center's opening to attendees, which makes this day zero of CES 2024. The announcements on this day usually gives us an idea of what to expect for the rest of the week, and this year we're already seeing some emerging trends. Samsung and LG both brought us transparent display tech. We saw a slew of pet and kitchen gadgets, while vibrating and massage chairs have taken over the show floor. Here is a recap of the biggest news out of CES 2024 so far. Let's start with the companies that couldn't even wait till we were in Vegas to share their news. On January 3rd, just one day after people returned to work on the new year, LG announced it would be bringing its new Duke Box smart speaker to the show. The Duke Box features vacuum tube audio placed behind a transparent OLED screen, allowing you to see its vacuum pipes for a retro vibe, even as something is on the display. LG also teased a two-legged AI-powered robot, a 27-inch OLED gaming monitor that goes up to 480 Hz, its latest 4K OLED TVs with AI processors, Gram laptops with AI features, and the Cinebeam Cube 4K projector. We've now seen many of these things in person, and I'll tell you more about them in a bit, but other PC and gaming peripheral companies also teased their wares prior to the show. Dell, for example, showed its new XPS 13, 14, and 16 laptops alongside a curved 40-inch 5K monitor that it says offers 5-star eye comfort. Razer also told everyone to be on the lookout for its Blade 16 laptop at CES because it'll feature the world's first 16-inch 240Hz OLED display. Samsung also teased its trio of Odyssey-branded anti-glare OLED gaming monitors on January 2nd, the day after New Year's Day. Yeah. Alright, cool. I just wish companies would stop spilling their own beans ahead of the actual full reveal because it gets in the way of the actual news. And there was plenty. For instance, Samsung had a whole truckload of new products to share. Yeah, it did announce most of its news ahead of CES, but a lot of it was actually really interesting. The one that stole most of our attention was the world's first transparent micro-LED screen. That is a screen you can see through even as it displays content, and it is completely clear when nothing is on. According to our senior reporter Sam Rutherford, who saw the screens up close last night at Samsung's First Look showcase, the transparent micro-LED panel was significantly brighter and noticeably clearer than the transparent LCD and OLED screens next to it. Samsung also launched a new speaker version of its Frame TV called the Music Frame. This is basically a photo frame that can hold a photograph or an art print while also hiding a solid speaker within it. It's basically masquerading as home decor, but that doesn't diminish its capability. It has 2 woofers, 2 tweeters, and 2 mid-range drivers, and also supports Dolby's Atmos audio. You can pair it with your existing home audio system or use it standalone. That's not all that Samsung unveiled. It also showed off Premiere projectors that can turn any surface into an interactive display, as well as its 2024 TV lineup that, as expected, features plenty of AI. Samsung's main rival at CES is LG, since both companies tend to show off an incredibly similar portfolio of products. This year, LG also came to the game with transparency as its secret weapon, showing off the world's first wireless transparent OLED TV. According to Billy Steele, who's seen this OLED TV, quote, "Some of the visuals are a bit unsettling because the transparent background made it feel like the things on display, like a singer, seemed like they were actually in the room." He said, though, that the image quality was bright and sharp and that it was comparable to Samsung's micro-LED version. Though LG's set seems more ready for public consumption, the company did not share pricing information, just that it'll be ready to sell the OLED T this year. LG also brought the other products I mentioned earlier, and I was able to check out the new Gram Pro laptops in person at the unveiled showcase last night. They're impressively thin and light as usual, and trying to do bicep curls with them is really not a challenge. While we're on the topic of laptops, a quick shout out here to HP and Acer. HP brought us the world's lightest 14-inch gaming laptop and a new 4K 240Hz OLED gaming monitor, among other things. While Acer dragged out a massive 57-inch ultra-wide monitor that will cost $2,500. It refreshes at 120Hz and has a dual UHD resolution of 7680 by 2160. Acer also refreshed its Swift and Aspire laptops with Intel Core Ultra processors and dedicated Copilot keys for Microsoft's generative AI shortcuts. We also saw a slew of kitchen and pet products at Unveiled, including GE's Profile Smart Indoor Smoker that cooks meats and imparts a woody flavor without actually smoking up your apartment. The Flappy AI cat door, meanwhile, uses AI to see if your cat is coming back to your house with a rodent and will automatically lock so it can't come inside with the gross gift. There's so much more that I can barely cover in this single recap video, so I urge you to go over to Engadget.com and check out our live blog, which we're updating all the time with the latest news. This has only been a collection of news from the day before the show actually opens, and we've barely begun. Stick around as we continue to cover the biggest news and trawl through the convention to find you the most noteworthy developments from CES 2024.